Hello students. In our last class, we have discussed that the pressure is equal to thrust over area. Now we are going to talk about the factors that affect the pressure. Factors affecting pressure. So the first factor that affect the value of pressure is the area. So area on which the force acts. So we have already written here. So pressure is inversely proportional to area. Means if the area on which the pressure is acting is more, then the pressure will be less, or if area is less, then the pressure will be more. So pressure is inversely proportional to area, and it is also dependent on the thrust. So pressure depends on the thrust or the force applied force. So pressure is directly proportional to the applied force. So if more the force, more will be the pressure. So more force, more pressure; less force, less pressure will be there. So these are the two factors on which the pressure depends. Now, what are the factors, or how to increase the pressure? So now the ways to increase the pressure. So how can we increase the pressure? So pressure is increased by reducing the area on which it is acting. So pressure can be increased by decreasing the area. So for example, in the case of nails or pins, in the case of nail or pins. So if we are applying a force on the head of the nail and the tails are pointed so that they can enter into the surface without much effort. Or in case of knife with which we have to cut some things, so there also the corners are very sharp. Corners are made sharp, no? So if you are trying to cut some vegetables with the knife, then we will use the sharp edges to cut the vegetables. So how to increase the pressure? So what we will do, decrease the area on which the thrust is acting or on which the force is acting. Or similarly, how to decrease the pressure? So to decrease the pressure, we can increase the area. So because of this reason only, so to decrease pressure, ways to decrease pressure. So to decrease pressure, what we do? We will increase the area on which the force is acting. For this, we can take the examples of the buildings. So in the case of buildings, the base of building are made wider than the walls. So simply the base is always wider than the walls because we want to decrease the pressure on the earth. So because of this reason, we make the base or the buildings wider than the walls. Now we have to talk about the pressure in case of fluids. So now what are fluids? So fluids are the substances which can flow. Substances which can flow are called as the fluids. So for examples, gases and liquids. Gas and liquids. So these are called as the fluids. Now we have to talk about the pressure due to a liquid column. Pressure due to liquid column. Pressure due to liquid column. For this, before moving on to the derivation, let us talk about or take one example. Let us say that I have some container like this, and this container is filled with water. Let us say this container is filled with water. If I make a hole here, a very small here, then what we will observe is the liquid will start flowing from here and it will fall like this. Liquid will start flowing like this. But what if we observe, if the hole is made here instead of this place, then what we will observe is this liquid will fall like this, means it will be having or it will move up to greater distance. So the reason for this is, as this height increases or the height above the hole, or this is also called as the height of the liquid column. So if the height of the liquid column increases, then the pressure also increases. So this is the example. So now we have to prove that this depends on the pressure depends on the height, or on what other factors this pressure depends. We have to talk about this. So let us now take a container having some liquid placed in it. So let us say that I have some container like this. In this, we will consider a cylindrical area like this. Let us say that the height of this column is h. Height of this column is h. This is P, Q, R, and this is S. Let us now say that this container is filled with a liquid having density rho. So the density of liquid is rho. Density of liquid is rho. Now consider this area PQ, that is at a height or at a depth of h from the surface of the liquid or from the above surface. Then we have to calculate the total thrust acting here on the surface PQ. Now we have to talk about the thrust acting on the surface PQ. So we have to talk about the thrust acting on this. So the thrust exerted on the surface PQ, thrust on surface PQ will be equal to, it will be equal to the weight of the liquid. And we will say the weight of the liquid column PQRS. Weight, we already know that weight is equal to mg. Weight is equal to mg. Now this m stands for the mass multiply gravity. So in terms of density, we know that density rho is equal to mass over volume. Mass over volume. So therefore mass will be equal to rho multiply volume. So this can be replaced by volume multiply density multiply g. Now we already have this formula. So volume of some surface or some column or some three-dimensional body is the area of base multiply height. So this volume can be written as area of base multiply height multiply density multiply g. Now let us say that the area of this surface PQ is A. Area of this surface PQ is A, and then height is h, density is rho, and multiply g. So this is the total thrust on the surface PQ. Now we know that the pressure, so pressure is equal to thrust on PQ over area of surface. So thrust on PQ is A multiply H multiply rho multiply G over A. So this A will get cancelled with this A. So this is equal to H multiply rho multiply G. So therefore the pressure at depth H from the surface is equal to H rho G. Or this is also called as the pressure due to a liquid column. So this is the pressure acting on this surface PQ. And if we take into account the atmospheric pressure also, then we will say that the total pressure acting at a depth H from the liquid surface or from the fluid surface will be equal to P naught plus H rho G, where what is P naught? So where P naught is the atmospheric pressure. So if we take into account the atmospheric pressure, then we will say that the total pressure is P naught plus H rho G. So therefore we can say that the factors that affect the pressure are, so the pressure depends on in the first point, it depends upon the depth, then it depends upon the density, and then we will say that it also depends upon the acceleration due to gravity. So if the depth is more, then the pressure will be more. If density of the liquid is more, then also the pressure at depth H will be more. And if the acceleration is increased, acceleration due to gravity is more, then the pressure will be also more. So this we will say that the pressure is directly proportional to height or depth, or directly proportional to the density, and it is also directly proportional to the value of G. Thank you. Have a nice day.